Teknik of Ministry of Health in Surabaya. I will make a video and present a tour about the hemodialysis machine Fresenius Medical Care 4008S. I say many thanks to Mr. Wisnu Istanto, S.Pd, M.Pd, as a lecturer in English course who patiently taught us all. Okay, here I will review about the understanding of hemodialysis machine, parts of hemodialysis machine, how to operate hemodialysis machine, and maintenance of hemodialysis machine. The first discussion is about the understanding of hemodialysis machine. Hemodialysis is one of the kidney replacement therapy, which is used in patients with diseases kidney function, both acute and chronic. Hemodialysis can be done for a while, for example, on acute kidney failure, or it can also be for a lifetime, or for example, for chronic kidney failure. Hemodialysis function to remove metabolic waste products such as potassium and urea from the blood by using a dialysis. This machine is able to function as a kidney to replace a patient's kidney that has been damaged due to this illness. By using the machine for 24 hours per week, the patient can extend his life with an indefinite time limit. The working principle of hemodialysis is to apply osmosis and ultrafiltration processes in artificial kidneys in removing the remnant in the body's metabolism. In hemodialysis, blood is pumped out of the body and into the dialysis machine, which functions as an artificial kidney to be cleaned to toxic substance through the process of diffusion and ultrafiltration by special fluid for dialysis. The pressure in the dialysis chamber is lower than the pressure in the blood, so fluids, metabolic waste, and toxic substances in the blood are filtered through the membrane and enter the dialyzer. The process of hemodialysis involves the diffusion of solute through a semi-permeable membrane. Solute molecules or metabolic waste from the blood compartment will move into the dialysis compartment at any time if the solute molecules can pass through the semi-permeable membrane and high pressure. After cleaning, the blood is flowed back into the body. The following is a drawing and block diagram of the working principle of a hemodialysis machine.
The second discussion is about parts of the hemodialysis machine. Number 1. The blood pump. The blood pump is used to drain blood from the vascular puncture site to the dialyzer. The location of the blood pump is usually located between the arterial pressure monitor and the dialysis solution monitor. Number 2. Dialyzer. Dialyzer is a place where the hemodialysis process takes place, resulting in the exchange of substances and fluids in the blood and dialyzer. Whereas the vascular puncture is where the blood from the patient's body goes to the dialyzer and then the patient's body returns. The core to the hemodialysis device consists of two chambers or compartments, namely, blood compartment is a room that contains blood. The dialysis compartment is a room that contains dialyzer. This process serves to replace the fluid in the blood that has been washed are filtered by a membrane dialyzer. The two compartments are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. Dialyzer has two holes, namely two ends to get in and out of blood and two sides to get in and out of dialyzer. Dialyzer function is filter toxins or remnants to metabolic remnants in the body in our blood and will be regulated before entering the patient's body. This dialyzer has a small membrane used to filter, usually 500 mm Hg, depending on specifications. Number 3. Dialysate solution. Dialysate is a solution containing electrolytes in certain compositions. There are two types of dialysate in the market, namely acetate and bicarbonate dialysate. Acetate dialysate, according to its composition, there are several types, namely standard types, free potassium, low calcium, and others. Number 4. The blood line. The blood line consists of two parts. The one, arterial blood line, is a tubing or plastic tube that connects blood from the patient's vascular access tubing to the dialyzer, called the inlet marked in red. Number 2. Venous blood line is a tubing or line plastic that connects the blood from the dialyzer to the vascular access tubing to the patient's body, called the outlet marked in blue. The third discussion is about how to operate a hemodialysis machine. Nurses wear personal protective equipment, gloves, goggles, apron, and mask. Make sure the power is connected to the RS socket. The hose rear of the engine is connected to the engine and RO water trap. The hose rear of the machine is connected to the engine and has been inserted into the drainage flow. The disinfectant hose rear of the machine is inserted into a bottle containing the citric acid disinfecting solution. Press the on button to start the engine. Wait for all lights to turn on. Press the cleaning button. Select the program hot disinfectant. F. Hadis. M. Meaning cleaning, hot disinfectant, and mandatory rinse. N. The machine automatically disinfects for 30 minutes. After disinfecting, it says mandatory rinse and getting started self-test. Getting started self-test. Insert the red interval into the part balloon acid. Put the B-bag in its place, remove the B-bag seal, open the B-breath concentrate lid by pressing the knob, put the B-bag on and close the B-breath concentrate cover again until it clicks. Press the test button. The machine will do some tests automatically. The test finished on the screen written GI test pass. On the screen, it says prime or preparation. When the machine is in the disinfectant or test position, do not connect the dialysate hose to the dialyzer. Wait for the test to finish or GI test pass.
Requirements for priming. Prepare the Fresenius dialyzer according to the patient's need. Put the dialyzer in the dialysis machine holder. (500 ml saline 0.9% for single use, or 2 liters of normal saline 0.9% for use. Set of infusion and blood lines Fresenius, syringe 1 cc insulin and syringe 20 cc HDP. Anticoagulant and alcohol swab, measuring cup 2 liters 1 pieces. Small box where to store the lid. For realizer dialyzer, prepare trip test P27838119041 acid, make sure the dialyzer still contains sterilization. Trip residual peratetin acid test, make sure the dialyzer has been sterilized. Connect the arterial lines to the dialyzer in the numeric position. Note for the dialyzer reuse. Make sure the reused dialyzer belongs to the patient. Make sure the reused dialyzer still contains sterilization. Use a test strip potency PA. The arterial lines hang to the dialysis machine pole. Dialyzer reverse, connect venous line to dialyzer. The end of the infusion set, all blood set to the blood lines. Open the infusion clamp. Flow the normal saline to the arterial blood lines to the end and then clamps.
Music.
Press the prime button. Turn on the blood pump starting at 100 rpm. Normal saline will fill the entire circuit of blood lines and dialyzer. When normal saline fills arterial lines, bubble trap arterial is reversed. Priming 1000 cc normal saline for dialyzer reuse. For single use dialyzer only 500 cc normal saline bubble trap venous part. Perform cross priming for dialyzer reuse. Press the UF menu button, fill in UFG 300 or 400 cc data. select the time left 0 to 10 minutes. To move the UFC or time left menu, press the cursor upper, lower, right, or left. Select the UF button to position on for ultrafiltration process. After close circulation, the screen says UF goal reached. Hemodialysis machine are ready to use and ready to be continued to patients. Press the arrow right, select parameters, press confirm. On the screen, the selection menu appears, then select the delete menu, press the button plus or minus for yes, and delete the data or numbers of UF volume. Press confirm, then all numbers will show 0 value. Set blood pump, reduce Kb to 100 rpm. Stop Kb. Infusion clamps, arterial clamps, and venous line. Connect the arterial ends and venous line with the fistula. Make sure the air does not enter the patient's blood vessels. Turn on Kb starting at 100 rpm, then adjust to the patient's needs. Press the UF button to the on position. Start dialysis. Prepare a 20 cc syringe filled with 0.9% NaCl and heparin according to the patient's dose. Determine the heparin program. We recommended the heparin program before the dialysis program starts by pressing the clock's image button, select arrow upper or lower for the heparin 1.0 program, meaning 1 hour before HD stops, heparin will stop. Press the image again. After the dialysis process is complete, the screen says UF goal reached. An alarm engine, then press the alarm mode or dialysis start button. The screen says reinfusion confirmed. Kb automatically stops.
Wave beats music.
Unplug the arterial AV fistula, press the seminopuncture. Run blood to the end of the fistula. Stop Kb and release AV fistula. Connect the end of the infusion to the end of the arterial lines. Open the infusion clamps and turn on Kb 100 rpm. Flow normal saline to the arterial venous line and dialyzer on extracorporeal circulation until it is clean. On the machine screen it says dialysis end. Press confirm and then appear empty bag. Remove the dialysate from the dialyzer. Put it in its placa or shunt cover. Remove the blood line and dialyzer from its place.
music.
Remove the pee bag from its place. Pull the red hose or acid into place. Make sure the disinfectant solution or citric acid is still available and the disinfectant hose is in place. Press the clean button. Select the program or hot disinfectant after the disinfectant process is complete on the screen that says mandatory rinse end.
Wave beats music.
After the disinfectant process is complete on the screen that says mandatory rinse end. Turn off the engine by pressing the off button.
The fourth discussion is about maintenance of hemodialysis machine. Number 1, doing hot disinfectant on the machine automatically. Number 2, dialyzer replacement in each patient is different. Number 3, clean the blood vessel tube. Number 4, perform a change on the device if the battery is empty because it is rarely used. Number 5, turn off the power when the battery indication is full. Number 6, clean the filters. Number 7, check the blood pump for impurities so as not to disturb the rotation. Number 8, cleaning of drainage tubes and dialyzer liquid tubes. Number 9, perform cleaning tools after its use by making a disinfectant solution that has been mixed with air or water, then put in a spray bottle. Number 10, use a cloth of soft material such as of flannel, then spray disinfectant on the flannel until it is wet enough. Number 11, perform cleaning machine from top to bottom and do it regularly.
This is my presentation about hemodialysis machine from the definition of hemodialysis machine, hemodialysis machine parts, how to operate hemodialysis machine, and maintenance of hemodialysis machine. Hopefully, this material can be useful for me and also all of us who listen. That is all the video I made. If there are mistakes in words or behavior, I apologize profusely.